breath. She opened the door. A cheeky smile lit up her lips, her eyes widening into perfect circles. She was barefoot, her hair unkempt. I did not question her appearance. I was blind with emotion. She invited me in. With my first step into her apartment, the smell of garbage mixed with something rotten filled my nostrils. I immediately covered them with my hand, wanting only to flee, but remembering my foolish goal. I looked carefully around me. The apartment was filled with flies. Trash covered half the floor. Dirty rags, soaked in a reddish liquid, were thrown into the corners. An incessant dripping sound, which in my poorly slept nights I associated with some broken pipe, echoed without pause. From where I stood, I could see several dirty dishes piled in the sink. Maybe she was just a disorganized person. Fool that I was. She asked me to sit on the chair in front of the small round table, on which a plate rested. With an exasperated sigh, held back by emotion, I obeyed. We talked about different topics. At every moment, I placed my wet hands on my pants, rubbing them. I watched as the yellowish liquid mixed with the red, until there was nothing else but that. She sat across from me, wearing that same smile. Flies hovered over us, and the yellowish light of the bulb above our heads made the liquid darker. She said it was a soup, a regional delicacy. I picked up the spoon with some hesitation and stopped halfway. But then I went on. It was the worst thing I had ever put in my mouth. The taste was metallic, accompanied by an indescribable flavor. I forced my throat to carry the liquid down to my stomach. With a smile that made my lip tremble, I continued, until not a single drop remained. When I finished, she asked that we watch something. I sat beside her, closer than on any other day, and put an arm around her icy shoulder, which I associated with the temperature of the room. At last, I got what I wanted, a kiss. The rest of the night went by, the low sound of the television filling the silence. After that night, I returned to my apartment, following my routine. It was on one night, when I was coming back from college, that, as I climbed the stairs, I found several police officers. The air became trapped in my lungs. Zara's body was on a stretcher, her face pale, no longer the white I used to see during my walks. I stopped halfway up the stairs, unable to move. Her eyes were fixed on mine, dead and hollow. When they took her body away, I went straight to Mrs. Margot. She told me everything. Zara Finland had been dead for over a month.